Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Outlookers podcast. So this is the first of 2025. And for those of you who haven't clocked it, we're already a quarter of the way through the century. So this is I think it's going to be a really exciting year. And we've got a section on this in a bit, what we're looking forward to in the year, what might happen in the year, tech stuff, lots of tech stuff going on. And we've got lots of other interesting things in this podcast, which is the first of the year. It was meant to be the New Year podcast. It slipped a bit, and it's into February now. Goodness, we're nearly on to Valentine's Day. But before I waffle on too much, let's head on, and I think we got a jingle.
Outlookers,
the local
sight loss
charity.
So we're now on to some interesting stuff. Ian's going to tell us a bit about what goes on here at Outlookers. I'll be interested to know because I'm still quite a new member of Outlookers. So go with it, Ian.
Outlookers, formerly known as the Kirklees Visual Impairment Network, is a charity dedicated to enhancing the lives of people with visual impairments in West Yorkshire. This member-led organisation offers a variety of services aimed at promoting independence and well-being through peer support and technology training.
Thanks, Ian. Okay, so now let's get into some of the tech stuff. We've got a great section now, which we've called the tech section with Paul and David.
So we're here at the media group, and I'm with our very own David Quarmby. So David, what tech are you looking forward to over the coming year?
I think the things I'm looking forward to around the smart glasses development, a continuation of the Meta Ray-Ban, but with other players coming into it. There's the Slowless Ergo ones. There's talk of some more Google glasses coming at some stage in the future, but Samsung are also in on it. And there's rumours that even Apple may start coming with a pair of smart glasses. So that if we can get a pair of smart glasses that do have that functionality that we want to be able to give us images, image descriptions, video descriptions, real time, then that helps us in terms of getting out and about and getting access to that information, that wealth of information that's around us. So that's one thing. There's also some developments in terms of mobility, in terms of the WeWalk Smart Cane, and many will know that was due to be released October, November time, and that's been deferred, and we're now into February, but it's imminent now that the Smart Cane 2 of WeWalk will come. So we'll be able to utilise that with some AI and test that out. So we'll say more about that on future podcasts. And the other is in terms of the device that has been beta tested shortly, that hopefully will be around at the end of the year. And that's the little device we've talked about before that has wheels that can actually guide you using AI and smart cameras. So a lot of things evolve around the use of AI linked to hardware and being able to do things that we want to be able to do because we can't see, and it's access to that sort of information and that sort of guidance.
Thank you, David. Well, it sounds like it's going to be an artificial type of year with the artificial intelligence driving the way. The thing I'm looking forward to is seeing if they launch a new iPhone SE. It might be a bit controversial because I don't think it will have a home button on, but it's going to have a better display for people with some usable sight, and it's going to be slightly bigger as well, so I've heard.
It's also going to be based on the iPhone 15. So the hardware of the new SE will be much better, and you'll be able to use Apple Intelligence on it. So people will be getting better hardware for the books, basically, in terms of the new SE. But like you say, a lot of people like the home button, and replacing that with having to use haptic feedback by rolling your finger up is going to take a bit of learning for some people. But we're here to help. We're always here to help in terms of that.
Thank you, David.
Thanks a lot for that. Really interesting, David and Paul. And now we're on to what's normally CJ Meets, but this is Martin interviewing Paul, telling us a bit about what he does in Outlookers.
Right, so today CJ Meets is without CJ, and it's Martin here again. So hi everybody. So today I'm going to be talking to Paul Hinchcliffe, who is our one of our tech support officers. So good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon, Martin.
So what is a tech support officer?
A tech support officer is someone who provides help with technology to our community of sight impaired people, and that can be anything from help with the talking microwave, one cup kettle, iPhone, computer, pretty much anything. Alexa. It's not just mobile phones, although they do play quite a big part in our lives.
Yes, well, they are a big part of our lives now, aren't they? So how long have you been at Outlookers then? And tell us a bit about you.
So, first question, how long have I been at Outlookers? I've been at Outlookers working for them for about 3 years, and I have known about Outlookers for a bit longer. So it's about 2018. So I'm getting used to knowing everybody now. I've been sight impaired for 10 years, registered severely sight impaired for 8. I'm on my second guide dog called Woody. I'm the ripe old age of 49 plus 1 year, and I've got 3 kids.
Excellent. So do you work full-time or part-time? So if somebody's got a technical problem, when can they get hold of you, and how would they get hold of you?
So that's a good question. They can get hold of me by ringing the office or drop in as an email at paul.hinchcliffe@outlookers.org.uk. I work Monday, Thursday and Friday, which is a total of about 21 hours throughout the week.
Excellent. Well, thanks for doing me the interview.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, Martin.
Thanks, Martin. So now it's time for Outlookers update with David and Paul.
So as is customary with our podcast, we have a little update, and we're going to share a bit about something that's coming up in the future, revolving around AI.
AI, as I said earlier, is increasingly very beneficial to visually impaired people. And when you think we've always been sort of the forerunners in the use of some of this technology, in terms of Seeing AI and Be My AI, in terms of the navigation apps that we use. And what I'd like is for us to meet up, if anyone's interested, on Monday the 3rd of February, that's between 2 and 4. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's the 3rd of March between 2 and 4, just to discuss the various apps that they use so that we can all benefit from our own knowledge of how we use these apps and how we get great benefit from them. For example, I can now use the Meta Ray-Ban glasses and send a message to Bipod AI and get that description to come back to me. By the 3rd of March, I hopefully can do that with Pickybot, but we're all using other ones like Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, and it's that wealth of material and how we can use them as visually impaired people that's worth sharing with one another. So if you're free, 3rd of March, between 2 and 4, come to Brian Jackson House. You'll be gladly welcome. Contact Paul and let him know that you're coming, and we'll see you then and have a good discussion. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, David. Yeah, it will be a very good discussion, and I'm sure if you want to come along, you'll learn quite a bit about how we all use AI in our daily lives.
Good, thanks. And now a bit more about what's on at Outlookers. So over to Alison.
We have weekly support groups in Batley, Dewsbury and Huddersfield, as well as other regular groups that meet throughout the month in Mirfield, Holmfirth and Cleckheaton. So why not call in for a brew and a biscuit? For more information, visit our What's On page at outlookers.org.uk or by calling us on 01924 445 222.
So there we have it. That's the end of our Outlookers podcast. Thanks to all of you for listening. Hope you want to join us again next time. So that was really the January one. This one coming up is the February one. Hope we can stick to that timing and see you again soon.
Outlookers.
The local
Sight loss.
Charity.